It's the New Mexico Lobos and the Oklahoma Sooners. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Here at the Palace on the Prairie, you know this is one of the most iconic stadiums in all of college football. Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium gets rocking for the Sooners. They have got so many loyal fans. You know they bleed crimson and cream here. They are excited after a 10-win season last year, and these fans can't wait to get it started again. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Sooners will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So New Mexico's offense will get the ball first. And here's the guy they want to be, this senior running back. He made it to the end zone 4 times in their victory last time out while picking up more than 100 yards. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's key. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. The Lobos line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So Oklahoma's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He's going to take off. At the 40, there he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They're dealing with a second and long.
Here we go, ready, go, go.
Toss sweep to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Here's a heat. Takes the grab deep. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And what a missed opportunity early in this football game. 4 wideouts set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Hauls it in. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Sooners! You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner Schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Complete to start this drive. Could not make his way to the corner.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And the defense gets home with the pressure and knocking down for a loss, but there are penalty markers down. Let's sort that out. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. And it'll be 1st down for this offense after the personal foul. Caught in the backfield. It's Keith. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the quarterback there working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Lobos decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The run inside. It's Walker. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Sooners will punt this one away, and he's going to have to drive this ball into the teeth of the wind. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here come the Lobos to get things going on offense. They take over down 7-0 and trying to get even on this drive. Fires to the right. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Trying to set up the screen. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just
snags it, and he's open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gonna let it fly, and it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that playback because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. In the red area, it's Humphrey. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Personal foul. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. We reached a quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. There he goes!
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Running inside, it's Walker. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here from the New Mexico sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Swings it out to his running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Lobos will punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 25. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Quarterback keeps it. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. The Sooners are in the hurry up.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
It's complete to the left.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Quick strike complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown! And they take it in for 6 more points. That is... in the industry, a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the New Mexico offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They go to the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game.
Sends it downfield. Got it down the field. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Lobos getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Lets it fly. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Humphrey. Breaks the tackle. and he delivers the stiff arm for a solid pickup on the play.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. They call it a coffin quarter kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Quarterback making checks. Going to the running game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. This quarterback part of their running game. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit.
Maybe a crease. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
The sure hands, it's Sategna. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal block.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the middle. Got his man. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together, made some explosive plays, and now just executing on 3rd down.
Threads it inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The defense timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Here comes the heat. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. To throw, it's Mateer. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Now on the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
4th and goal, gotta have it. Who do you go to? You give it to your playmaker. You give it to your quarterback. You trust him. You trust him handling the football. He does what he's supposed to do, gets downhill, makes the 4th down conversion, and they get in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Lobos send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Looking down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. What an absolute howitzer. Leashed off his foot.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He leaves it with his back. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Bring in the heat. And it's a sack. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Sooners head coach coming out of the locker room. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. To the air, it's Mateer. He's got him in the flat. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
That's reeled in. It's Sategna. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the crow route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot and zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On target. breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Lobos will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Tony.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings, try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
But how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Lobos peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. The handoff as they run the counter play here. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease, he gets to the 39. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Lobos will send out the punt unit. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
They want to get this defense on its heels.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Sooners are rolling down the field.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got enough for the first. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
The offense changing the play. To the air. It's Mateer. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. Them out there.
Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah.
Runs through a man, and he might have space. ripping through the defense. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. And send the tight end in motion. Motion from the wide out. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Touchdown, New Mexico! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out.
That keeps the score. Oklahoma 30.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
To the air, it's Batir. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Sooners want to move quickly. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to...
He wants to go deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the missed connection on 3rd down. The Sooners line up to punt it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here come the Lobos to get things going on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And the Lobos decide to punt it away. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They'll ride the hot hand. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Handoff to Xavier. Here's a little room there. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Xavier again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Makes the grab. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that.
Touchdown Sooners! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the New Mexico offense onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Taken in by Smith on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Keith. Could not make his way to the corner.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Lobos are moving quickly down the field. Just keeps slinging it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Humphrey. Defense there to stop him after he spun his way to a 5-yard pickup. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot. Complete to the right. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means...
Unleashes one deep. Just threw that one way too far.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success,